Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me. This is my third installment of my how-to ombre with Dip Powder series. And today we are gonna do a tap ombre with a twist. I know I said that I wasn't gonna do any fall manis yet, that I wasn't ready. But then I got my Cascade Colorworks sub bag in the mail and holy cow, look at this glitter. It is stunning, and the shifts and the colors, and it's just gorgeous. So I had a vision of how I wanted to use these colors, and I had to get it on my nails before it wasn't in my head anymore. So that's what we're gonna do with these colors today. But I have 3 ombre brushes here, and that is because not only are we going to do a tap ombre, we're going to do a color block with a negative space glitter ombre. I have seen this done. I actually did a negative space glitter ombre back around a year ago for one of my breast cancer awareness manis, and I absolutely love how it looked, and I've been seeing a lot of those color blocks around lately. My friend Ginny, who is Purplicious Dips on Instagram and YouTube, did one recently too, and I'm kind of obsessed. So when I saw these colors and that glitter, I just knew I had to do one using this glitter, and I thought I would incorporate it into my tap ombre video. So that's what we're gonna do. I am only going to dip out 1 layer of each color on screen. I'm going to do the rest off camera because I really want the main focus of this video to be on the tap ombre process. So I'm going to do my second dip, my clear encapsulation and activation of the solid colors off camera, and then we will get into the whole tap ombre process. So I'm going to just finish that up. I'm also going to dip out the glitter on my thumb. So I'm gonna just let you watch all of that, because if you've been around with me for a while, you've seen my dipping process. Again, I will link a basic dip powder video in the cards for you if you're interested in watching that and you're new here. If you are, hi, welcome, thanks for being here. Anyway, so I'm going to stop talking, let you just watch me dip out the glitter and all of that. And when I come back, we'll talk about tap ombre. Right, so it is time to do this tap ombre. So my ring finger is just gonna be your everyday run-of-the-mill, as run-of-the-mill as an ombre can be, using only 2 colors, and we will be alternating the order in which we tap the colors on. So I am going to start with this dark burnt orange brownish color. I don't know what you would call this color, to be honest with you, but it is maybe a brick brick. It's almost like a brick color, right? It's actually named S'more Cocoa Please, but it reminds me more of a brick. But it's a pretty color and very fall. Okay, but enough of that. Let's talk Tap Ombre. So I'm starting with this color and I'm concentrating the majority of the powder at the base of my nail near the cuticle line. And I am slowly tapping out towards the center of the nail. If you notice, my nail is pointed slightly downward for the first color because I want the powder to naturally fall more sparingly towards the center of the nail. And then when I apply the second color, I'm going to tip my finger up towards the ceiling and tap the color above the tip of my nail so that the color again falls more intensely at the tip and then more sparingly towards the center, if that makes sense. And I do overlap the colors. And I wanted to mention that I am using my low odor dip base from Dipomania. And I'm doing that intentionally. I mean, I use them a lot, but I intentionally am using them for the ombre because they are a slower drying time. It gives you a lot more time to perfect your ombre. So I highly recommend a low odor dip base or a slower drying dip base for a tap ombre, any kind of ombre, honestly, except for a scrub ombre. But we'll talk about that probably in my next video. So now I am starting with the green color. Remember last time I started with the brick color. Now I'm starting with the green color. And as you saw, I started very heavily at the tip of my nail and then more sparingly towards the center. And then I did give my finger a little bit of tap to, I don't know, kind of spread it out a little bit more. And then I applied the other color. And now we're going back in with our dip base for a third layer. When I do tap ombres, I tend to do 3 layers, only because, you know, you're sprinkling it on so it's not as thick a layer. And also because it really helps to blend the two colors together in the center of the nail and making it a nice transition. So that is the reason I do it that way. So yeah, that's pretty much my process. But listen, I am by no means an expert on doing tap ombres. I do them very rarely with solid colors. I do them all the time with glitters and stuff, but I very rarely do them with solids because it's a really challenging effect to create with solid colors. But I think it turned out okay this time. The colors are very different. A lot of times it's easier to get a good tap ombre if you're using colors that are sort of similar, like a darker and a lighter purple or a darker and a lighter blue. You know, colors that are in the same family tend to blend a little bit easier. Woo. But I decided to be a little bit different this time just because I thought it would be easier to see with two colors that were very different from each other. So that's why I opted for this. So now as you can see, I was applying my color block tape that I use. I got it off of Amazon. All of the products that I'm using in this video will be linked down in the description box if you are interested, or if you find that anything I'm using might be helpful for you. I will share those with you down in the description box. So now that I have applied the tape and I've applied my base coat, I'm going to do the exact same process on this nail over the tape. So I'm creating kind of a double ombre on this nail. So I'm doing the tap ombre with the two colors and I'm doing it like as a color block. So the center of my nail is going to have no color on it. And then I'm going to do a tap ombre using the glitter and clear dip powder in the center to create that sort of negative space color block ombre look. So it's a regular tap ombre with a glitter negative space ombre. Yeah, I just had this vision when I saw these colors and I wanted to try it. And I think it came out pretty well. Like I said, I'd never done a color block like this before exactly. I've done a similar one for breast cancer awareness last October. And I loved it. Loved it. But this time I thought I would throw a little twist in there and do the tap ombre with the colors and the negative space ombre with the glitter. So, but I'm doing the exact same thing. I started with the brick reddish color, and then I went in with the green, and then I switched the order and I started with the green, and then I tapped on the red brick color, and then I'm going to do a third layer just like I did on the other nail, and then I'm going to remove the tape, and that's when we're going to do the glitter ombre. But while you watch me finish this up, I know it's been about 2 weeks, maybe a little more than 2 weeks since my last upload, and I will tell you why. The last video that I uploaded was a mani where I used gel liquids. I used a gel base and a matte gel top coat and some gel liners, and I had used these products several times with no issue. I do have a gel allergy of some kind. Not really sure exactly what I'm allergic to, but it's not just HEMA. I don't think it's HEMA anyway. I think it's some other ingredient, maybe some kind of acrylate. But I had used these gel liquids several times with no reaction at all. And then the last time that I used them, I had a horrible reaction again. And so my hands and my skin were in terrible shape. And I just decided to give it a rest and not film anything for a little bit. So, yeah. So that's where I've been, but I'm back. I removed the tape. Weird segue, but yes. I removed the tape and I used a metal nail file to even out the color block lines. And now I'm applying my dip base in the space where the tape was. And I'm going to just tap ombre with my glitter at the tip. And then I'm going to fill in the rest of the space with clear dip powder. And I'm going to do this process 2 times. And then we're going to clear encapsulate, activate, and then I'm going to file and buff and shape everything off camera as I usually do. And when I come back, we'll do some top coat. Regular old dip top coat. I'm a little disappointed because I know I've done videos and I've used regular nail polish for matte nails, and that's okay. But there's just nothing like a matte gel top coat. It's just so velvety looking, and I'm just so sad. I really thought that I had some gel liquids that I could use safely, and I'm just really disappointed. But I'm continuing the search to find gel products that I can safely use, because like I said, there are just certain nail art effects that only look or work well with gel. You know, like chroming. I'm obsessed with chroming, and I don't want to have to give up chroming or my matte gel top coats. I mean, I've got to find something that's going to work. So if you have any suggestions for me, I already have Light Elegance, and I have had some success with those. I'm going to try them again very soon. So I know about Light Elegance. If you know of any other like really hypoallergenic, really like HEMA and 9 or 12 or 15 plus free let me know down in the description box, because I'm really in search of a really great, you know, hypoallergenic, seriously, hypoallergenic gel product. I know that there's more out there. I just don't know. But yeah, let me know if you know of any. I've tried Madam Glam. Madam Glam did not work for me. I could not use it. I had a reaction. So, and they're supposed to be HEMA-free and hypoallergenic, and I had a reaction to them. So, not Madam Glam, and unfortunately not Dipalicious. That's the ones that I just used for my last mani and had a reaction to. So, but if you have any other suggestion, I'm open to hearing it. Okay, so that being said, I finished encapsulating the glitter ombre, double ombre nail, and I'm gonna finish encapsulating the rest, and I'm gonna file, like I said, off camera, and then I'll come back. I'm back, and I am using a lint-free wipe to remove any excess activator that might be left on the nail, and this will help to reduce the risk of contaminating my top coat brush. And now, my favorite part. I am going to apply my first coat of base coat, and I'm going to do this as quickly and carefully as I can. And then I swipe my brush on a clean paper towel or napkin to, again, avoid contaminating my top coat brush. Though I will say that 𝕵𝕉𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕼's top coat is one of those really hard to contaminate top coats. I've had top coats that, like, the instant it touches the nail, the brush hardens. No matter how careful you are, no matter how much you clean your brush off, it just easily contaminates. And 𝕵𝕉𝕟𝕟𝕟 and Double Dip are two of my favorite dip top coats because they have a fantastic shine, but also they are extremely difficult to contaminate, and I love that for ease of use. And now that my first layer of base coat is dry enough, I am going to go in with my second layer. And with this layer, I'm going to be a little more careful and thorough in the coverage and make sure that I cap my free edge, because as I always do, I am wearing peel base, and capping the free edge will help my mani last just a little bit longer. I'm going to stop yapping at you now and let you watch me finish applying this top coat, and when I return, we'll put on some cuticle oil and wrap everything up. Here we are with the final product. So what do you all think? It's a bit different, isn't it? Kind of unique. I wanted to try something out of the ordinary with these colors because I just thought the glitter is so beautiful and the colors are so different and rich and earthy, and I don't know, I wanted to do something fun and different. I still wanted to focus on the Tap Ombre, but I just wanted to put a little twist on it because, you know, make it a little more interesting for all of you and for myself. I like trying new things, you know, mixing it up every now and then and trying something different. And I'm pretty happy with this result, and I had a whole lot of fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Now it is time to apply my cuticle oil, as I always do at the end of every mani, because replenishing the moisture in our hands and skin around our nails and cuticles is extremely important for our nail health, and plus, well, it smells really good. Anyway, this mani was so much fun to do, and I hope you all enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed doing it. I hope that you learned something new about Tap Ombre. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave those down in the comments below. Don't forget to click the like button and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye now.